Harcourts, Rata and Co-Auction here at number 17 Gibbons Drive in EPPING. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata and Co. And I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning team in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Jim Vlahos, Andrew DeSanto, and of course Tsalkos and Leon El-Assaad, who no doubt you've had the great opportunity of meeting throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you now the following announcements which in place help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of the contract here today, and the balance will be paid at settlement in a flexible 60 to 90 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything's in there, everything's quite clear. So buyers, it is my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today at 17 Gibbons. What a great opportunity for you and your family to buy this great family home in this great family location. And if we just consider where we find ourselves here today in central EPPING, access to absolutely everything that you need, not only for a great lifestyle but also to secure capital growth. All that infrastructure that surrounds us. Transport as close as the bus and McDonald's Road, not far away at all from South Rank Station, where you'll also find Westfield, Plenty Valley, sporting and recreation facilities, again just opposite McDonald's Road, and great access to good quality schools, both primary, secondary, public and private, all at your fingertips. So a great opportunity, great family location. Add to that a great family home with an abundance of space, multiple living areas, 5 bedrooms in total, serviced by those 2 bathrooms, a generous floor plan indeed, plenty of room for the family today, but also plenty of room for the family to grow into in the years to come. So as I said, a great opportunity for you and your family to bid, buy, secure your future, get the sold sticker on the board. Right now, buyers, is your opportunity to do just that. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 17 Gibbons? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. This is your moment, your time. At 900,000, fairly been offered now at 900,000. Welcome and the best of luck here today. At 900 the bid. At 900,000 I have now. At 900,000, there's the bid, there's the competition, the opportunities with you all. At $900,000, fairly been offered now. At 900 the bid, and even money at that at 9. At 900,000, where do we go from there at 9 now? Once at 900,000, are we done? At 900,000. I was hoping for 25, sir. Can you give me a big bid to start? Show the competition. You're here to get the keys. At 900,000. Can I say 925, sir?
915.
At 915, I'll work with you at 915. Welcome, best of luck at 15, and the same courtesy at 15 if you like.
30.
At 30, got. At 930,000. At 930,000, the bid's back there. The quick retort at 30. At 930,000, fairly been offered now at 930 the bid. At 930,000, one bid's not going to cut it here today, sir. At 930 now. At 930,000, fairly been offered now.
40.
At 40, I'll take the 10, short of my stride, and give you the same courtesy at 10 if you like. At 40, got, and 50 it's got to be. At 940, the bid's there. 50 at least. At 50, got. At 950,000. At 950,000, fairly been offered at 950 the bid. At 950,000, at 9.5, and the bid's here on my left. You're 60 now. Welcome, best of luck at 60. Fresh bid in here at 60. At 960,000. At 960 the bid now. At 960,000. 70 if you like. At 960 I have now. At 960,000 a bid. First call at 960. At 70, welcome, man. Best of luck at 70 now. 80 surely. At 970 and 80, the quick retort there at 90 now. At 990,000 and a million Beckers at $1 million even money now. Had it here first, $1,010,000 if you like. At $1 million here. At $1 million, fairly been offered now at 1,000. 6 zeros at 1 million now. I've lost count how many zeros I was saying. Out $1 million there. At $1 million now. Even money there to $1,010,000 can I say? Definitely done. Hard limit there. At $1 million, fairly been offered. Bids here at 1 million. First call at $1 million. Are we done? Second call at $1 million. Done. Finished. Third, final call at 1 million, all done. All finished. All silent and out at $1 million there, bids there. So surely at $1 million, it's just a round number. Don't let it scare you off at 1 million, the bids here. At $1,005,000 now, 1005 now. At $1,005,000 at 5 on the middle, and the bids here now at $1,005,000. At $1,005,000, we'll take the one at $1,006,000. At $1,006,000 now, easy bidding at 1. Best response to a small bid's a big one, 7. At $1,007,000 now. Round me off to 10 at 8 now, 8 at $1,008,000. At 8,000 on the mill now, $1,008,000. At $1,008,000, the bids here now, 1008, and the bids here at $1,008,000 now, fairly been offered at 8 on the mill. At $1,008,000, bid there, 10 now got at $1,010,000. How about 15, sir? 11 at $1,011,000, 11 on the mill now. At 1011, we're definitely done over here, definitely done over there. Thank you for your bidding again. At $1,011,000 now. At 1011, and the bids here at 11 on the mill. At $1,011,000, first call at $1,011,000, all done.
12.
At 12 now, at $1,012,000, at $1,012,000 and 13 now, at 13 got and 14, at $1,014,000 and 15, at 15 now, and the bid's back here at 15, back against you at 15. How about we raise the stakes, mate? Take me to 20, at $1,015,000, at $1,015,000, fairly been offered now, at $1,015,000, at $1,015,000, the bid's there.
20.
At 20 now, no great bit at that. 21, not going away. At $1,021,000. At $1,021,000, fairly been offered at 22 now. At $1,022,000. At 3 now, at $1,023,000. I will say that we are on the market and selling, so I'm not going inside. I'm not referring to the vendor. I'm out here until we sell. At $1,023,000, we are on the market and selling at $1,023,000. The bids here, the keys are here. If you're waiting for me to go inside, it's not going to happen. I'm out here till we sell. We're on the market and playing for keeps. No halftime break here today. $1,023,000 bids here. Keys are here.
24.
At 24, at $1,024,000 now, at 25, at $1,025,000, at $1,001,000, at $1,025,000 now, at $1,025,000, at 1025 the bid, and we sell here today at $1,025,000. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now at 30 now and a better bid, at $1,030,000, at 31, at $1,031,000 now. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now. If you ever hold your peace, we're on the market and selling at 2 now, at 3, at $1,033,000, at $1,033,000. At 4, at $1,034,000 and 5 now, 35. At $1,035,000, the bid's back here at 35. How about 40, sir? $1,035,000 bid there, keys are there. We do sell here today. $1,035,000 fairly been offered. Bids here, my right 6 now, and bids back here at 7. At $1,037,000. At $1,037,000, 40, and a great bid at that at $1,040,000. At 41 now, at $1,041,000, at 1041 the bid, at $1,041,000 playing for keeps, at $1,041,000 the bid's there, the keys are there, we're on the market, we sell at $41,000 on the mill, at $1,041,000 fairly been offered now, at $1,041,000 for the first call, at 2 now, $1,042,000, at 3, at $1,043,000 now, at 5, at 45. At 50, $1,050,000, a great bid at that at $1,050,000 and 51. At $1,051,000, at $1,051,000, fairly been offered. The limit's got to be there somewhere. At $1,051,000, at $1,051,000, and the bids here sold the keys at 52 now. At 52 and 3, at 53, at 1053 the bid. At $1,053,000, fairly been offered. Bid there, keys are there. 53 against your bid. At $1,053,000, bids there, we do sell, got to dig deep if you want to buy, 1053 the bid, on the market and selling once, at $1,053,000 done,
55.
At 55, at 56, at $1,056,000 now, at 1056 and the bid's there, 1056, at $1,056,000, at $1,056,000 bid there, opportunity still with you, haven't sold it yet but I'm about to at 7 now, at $1,050,000, how about 60 sir, $1,057,000, can I say 1060? Against your bid, the keys are here as it stands, at $1,057,000, once, at 1057 done. Second call, $1,057,000 done. Finished. Third, final call, Well, 57 here, so it's against your bid at 57, 58 now, at $1,060,000 now, at $1,060,000 in the quick retort at 61, at $1,061,000, at $1,061,000, at 1,061, fairly been offered. The bid's a little bit more laboured there, cause for optimism, cause to push on at $1,061,000, at 1,061 now, at $1,061,000, fairly been offered. That's right, it's the wrong way, you've got to go like this if you want to buy, at $1,061,000 and the bid's there, fairly been offered, bids there, keys are there, 1,061, we're on the market and selling at $1,061,000 once. 1 minute, 1,000 will get you in front though, sir, at $1,061,000. Bids here, I'll give you a moment to think about it at $1,061,000. Give you ample time to make the right decision for yourself and your family here today at $1,061,000. The bids here though, as it stands, keys are there at $1,061,000 and we do sell here today at 1,061 the bid at $1,061,000. First call, second call, third, final call
65.
at 65 and a great bid coming with strength, come back in with strength at 66 at $1,066,000. Got to be decisive if you want to buy at $1,066,000. The bids there coming quick, show strength at $1,066,000. How about 70 in the rise at 1,066, fairly been offered. Bids there, keys are there. We sell at $1,066,000 now. First call at $1,066,000, all done. Second call, 1,066 the bid, done and finished. Third, final call at 66 on the mill, at 67. 70, sir, surely. Give me a big bid at $1,060,000, at 68 now, $1,068,000, at 69, at $1,069,000 and 70 now, at $1,070,000, fairly been offered, and the bid's back there, the keys are back there, the opportunity with you at 71 taken, at $1,071,000 now, at 72, at $1,072,000, at $1,072,000, fairly been offered, bid back there again, opportunity back with you, balls in your court at $1,072,000, but the keys are there, at $1,072,000, at 72 on the mill, bid there, keys are there, we sell $1,072,000. First call at 1,072, all done. Second call at 3 now, $1,073,000 and 4 at $1,074,000 at $1,074,000. How about we be really bold? Take me to 80 at $1,074,000. The bid's there at $1,074,76 at $1,076,000 now at $1,076,000. Fairly been offered 1,076 bid there. Back against you at 76 at $1,076,000 now at 76,000 on the mill. Bid there. Keys there, opportunity here, need to know, 1,076 on the market and selling, playing for keeps, no second chances at 80 now, at 1,080,000, at 81 now, at 1,081,000. Are we definitely done? That was the limit at 1,081,000, fairly been offered now. Thank you for your bidding here today. I'll give you another moment to think about it and check back before we do sell, but the keys are here, the bids are here at 1,081,000, fairly been offered. About to sell, if you've come to buy, show me now. Was that a bid, sir? No. Not a bid? Oh, that almost cost you a lot of money there at $1,081,000. The bid's there at $1,081,000. We sell here today. First call at $1,081,000, all done. Second call, 1,081, all done, all finished. Third, final call at 81,000 on the mill, all done. All finished
82.
At 82. I had a feeling you'd be back at 82 now at $1,082,000. At $1,082,000. Time for a big bid, sir. At $1,082,000 and 3. At $1,083,000 now. 1,083 the bid. At $1,083,000. The bid's back here now. 1,083 the bid. At $1,083,000. Fairly been offered now at $1,083,000. At 1,083 the bid. Bids there. Keys are there. We will sell now at $1,083,000 if there's no further bidding. At 1,083 the bid. Once. Twice. Third, final call, $1,083,000 the bid, all done, all finished, all silent and out.
85.
At 85, at $1,085,000 and 86, at $1,086,000, at $1,086,000, take me to 90, at $1,086,000 and the bid's there. We're definitely done over here, we're definitely done over there, at $1,086,000. If you tell me that that's it, I'll sell to the highest bidder. Do I have your absolute best here today? Can I get you to 90? At $1,086,000, the bid's there, the keys are there. Happy for me to sell it away to the highest bidder now, at $1,086,000, fairly been offered once, twice, third, final call, 1,086 the bid, all done, all finished, all silent and out at $1,086,000. Definitely done. you seem a little bit unsure. It's worth one more bid, just for the uncertainty. You want to drive away knowing that you've either bought the property or that you've given it your absolute best shot. Don't drive away with any doubt. At $1,086,000, the bid's there. Need to know at 1086. I'm about to sell. First call. At 90, and a great bid at that at $1,090,000. At $1,090,000, best response to a big bid and even a bigger bid, cert 91, still with the ones. At $1,091,000. At 1091, the bid now. At $1,091,000, we're definitely done now. Absolutely sure this time. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. At $1,091,000, we're on the market and selling at $1,091,000 once. At $1,091,000 twice, at $91,000 on the mill for the third and final call at $1,091,000. All done, all finished, all silent and out at $1,091,000. Definitely done. We are selling, selling, selling. Sold! Congratulations and well bid. Please join me in congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata and Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all again soon. Thank you.